350. 350. We have been here for 350 days straight. Whoo! Only by the grace of God. I am in a hot tub on the Royal Caribbean Adventure of the Seas cruise. God is great and greatly to be praised. Hallelujah! Hallelujah, saints. Hallelujah. Ashimalaboosha. Baby, let's start off with some praise this morning. Oh my God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, saints. Hallelujah. Oh my God. The places Spirit is taking us. Woo. Taking us to high places, giving us hinds feet on high places. Whoo. Let's breathe and prepare for the Wisdom of A Course in Miracles lesson 350. 350 days straight by the grace of God. No matter where we are, we're on cruise ships, we're in airplanes, we're in airports, we're at resorts, we're at retreats, we're in Greece, we're in Egypt, we're in Italy, we're in Paris, we're in Dubai, we're in Mexico, we're throughout the United States. We are everywhere, and no matter where we are on the planet, no matter what we may be doing, we honor our commitment to come together at 7 a.m. Eastern Time every 24 hours, to honor Source as all, to remember who we are, to anchor and root into the truth, and to emanate and be only love, and to experience endless joy, perfect peace. These are the beautiful children of the perfect love of Mother, Father, God, Great Spirit. We know that we have been carried. Universe, we know we are carried on wings of angels. We have been carried for 350 days in this experience, and infinitely as beings of light. We recognize the truth of self and the truth of all, that all is divine. We see self in and as all, only calling for one response to everything: love. Great Spirit, we expand in the power, we expand in wisdom. We know what to do. We're never confused. We're clear on our path and our purpose. And it is divinely designed and orchestrated for our highest and best good, no matter what it looks like. Oh, we're blessed. Oh, we are blessed. Oh, we are blessed. This is true. Ashe. Amen. 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 I would like to offer us a clear distinction about prayer. A clear distinction about prayer. A while back, I wanted to say uploaded a video. Let me be more accurate. I shared an aspect of my unfoldment. And this aspect of my unfoldment is that I no longer pray. I don't pray to God. I stopped doing that for a myriad of reasons. One was because it wasn't working. Praying to God. Who are you praying to? There's nothing out there. It's all in here. Or you could say the portal to it, the access to it is in here. So there's God, will you help me? Up there, out there, somewhere. It intensified with great emotion and great energy and force. Separation from source. How you loving, family? How you loving? Hey, Soul Whisperer, how you loving? Oh, Soul Whisperer, I'm gonna miss you so much every day. And your beautiful, insightful comments. Oh my goodness, family. Only 15 more days. This is day 350. Family, can you all believe? Pat yourself on the back. We have been here for 350 days. And even if you've been here for 16 days, 89 days, 29 days, 5 days, you just found out about it today, it's all that good. You're here now. So no guilt. And guess what? These 365 days will be here for you to go into any time. Isn't it a ritual? I love it. I love it. Oh, looking good. Thank you. I got on red today. I'm like, I want to break the fire. Red. Hi, how you loving, Lynn? How you loving, family? Darla. Hey, Amir. So first of all, it intensified separation from source, which is a lie. Source is right here, source is everywhere. Second, well, first, it didn't work. Second, it intensified separation. Third, I found something that was better. Some people call it praying in God. Some people call it a spell. Some call it an incantation. Now, the word is powerful, and we know the word is powerful. So your spoken word, spoken in the universe of life, reverberating through the universe of life, has great effect on the entire universe. So watch your words, frequency, sound, vibration, emanation, resonance. What are we resonating through the universe? Through our being, through our speaking, through our feeling, through our doing, through our, most importantly and greatest of all, thinking on all levels, conscious and unconscious. Our thinking is radiating out. And it is back of everything we're doing. We can't escape our own thinking. That's right, praying in God, right? So whisper, because we were conditioned to be praying to God. He's up there somewhere, and it's a he. And all this has to be dismantled. And when I went through dismantling that God was a person, it was a grief. It felt like something died. God's not a person. In that sense, I'm an atheist because there ain't no dude up there. The God we were told about and taught about and prayed to is dead to me. That ain't it. And I'm a minister of God. I'm a minister of the universe. And the word God is such a loaded word. Like, what is God? I don't know. It's whatever you say it is. Some people have Twinkies as their God. It's whatever you fucking say it is in your consciousness, because whatever you worship is your God to you. And what is worship? What you give all your time, energy, and devotion, attention to, or significant time, energy, attention, devotion. Everybody's worshiping something. I choose to worship love, life. And for me, God is this great source. Source is the word that works best for me. Like, I came from somewhere. I didn't make myself. And all these dumbass theories they give us, Big Bang, and everything was chaos, and then it put itself into order by itself. Well, if I put a bomb in my office, that's not going to make everything come into order. No, I don't know what is it. I know that's not it. A big bang, and then we had order from chaos. Then they told us it evolved. First was a tadpole. Do you realize people are making this shit up? They're just making it up. It was a tadpole. And then it turned into an amphibian. And it came out the water onto the earth, sand. And that was you. You were a tadpole and then an amphibian. And you stuff happened to you and you started evolving according to the stuff that was happening to you. That's some bullshit. When I was listening to that stuff in school, I was like, there's some bullshit. I think all kids know that whole stuff they teach you in school. That's why kids are not paying attention. Because they're like, there's nothing for me to pay attention to. Now, when you give kids something real for them to pay attention to, like art and music in school, they're all ears. They're all in. When you give them something like gym, they're all in. Recess, play, yay, they're all in. They're all in the God parts of school. The parts of school that's not God, you got to basically tie them into a chair, like, learn this. Oh, why? When I could be playing with my friends. We had it right when we were kids. We had it so right. So this whole praying to God, this whole God, I killed that God. Killed him. So I do think I'm part atheist because that ain't God. I stopped believing in that God long ago. That God wasn't doing jack for me. That God is a sadist and a masochist, a proponent of rape. It literally says in the Bible, go grab women from when you beat them in war, grab their women, they're your spoils, which you can have your way with them, then force them to marry you. Did God write that or did some dudes write that? You tell me. But it's in the Bible. We got to believe it because it's in the Bible. Go right ahead. If that works for you, go right ahead. When I read these things in the Bible, God ain't write that. God did not write that. Now, here and there, you will get some extremely fascinating, heart palpitating, soul searing truths that will penetrate from the Bible. Oh, you will get those because it's encoded. It's on layers, 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 layers. And one of the best people ever that ever taught this was Reverend Milton when we were in Intervisions. Reverend Milton used to do classes at actual colleges in Maryland where he lived. And Reverend Milton's classes would be on the metaphysical understanding of the Bible. And this is what Reverend Milton said. This is extremely interesting. I use meditation and words to heal my body with herbs and physicians. I deal with occasional hemorrhaging. How to not feel my words are void. Oh, they're not void. They're definitely not void. And if you are not getting the result, I love this question, Cree Naturals. If you are not getting the result you desire, you must intensify your voice, because your voice is the healing frequency for your body. Your voice, the exact tonality of your voice is the healing frequencies for your body, soul, mind, and spirit. Most people don't know that. So they're going to listen to somebody else's voice. Someone else's voice is the healing tonality and frequency for them. Your voice is the healing healing tonal frequency for you. If it doesn't work, is that incredible? For your whole body. I discovered that a long time ago. I was like, oh, damn. Your voice. Because what is it? It's sound. This is all scientific. I'm not making up things. I'm a concrete kind of person. I'm not airy-fairy. I like proof. Can you show me some receipts, please? I'm going to have to see some receipts on that one. Could be my skeptic from New York. This is science. And here's how it works. Yes, your voice, your voice, your voice. That's why chanting is so powerful. And that's why when we do chanting together, we don't say, could someone chant for all of us? No, we all chant. When you go to chanting, because when you're saying Brazil, 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 it's such a high frequency chant that when I was in India with Dr. Pillai told us, where did Brazil come from? Yes, it's the vibration. That's right, God's garden, girl. This is all scientific. And you can prove that it's scientific because you can use salt. You can look at all these videos on YouTube where they have salt or they have some kind of crystal and you play sound and you play beautiful sounds, and the salt crystals, salt art crystals, they organize themselves into beautiful patterns, and you play jagged sounds, and they disperse and they look jagged. That's the same. Your crystals, you have billions of magnetite crystals in your brain. Your brain is a crystal grid. So, what do you think is going to happen with your brain, the command center for the body, avatar? In concert with the nervous system, which is connected to source, what do you think is going to happen in your brain if you have jagged sounds around you? And what could happen in your brain if you use the healing tonality and frequency of your voice to order the crystals in your brain and to order your cells so they look more like beautiful concentric patterns and symbology rather than jagged. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You want it to look more like the perfection of a snowflake. So that's how you do it, Cree Naturals. You gotta up the intensity. People tell me they want to heal something in their body temple. Okay, so tell me what you're doing. Well, I get up and I meditate every morning for like 20 minutes. And then I go take care of the kids. I go take care of this. I go take care of that. Then I have to take my medicine at this time. And then I might go sit in the garden for a while. And then I have to take my medicine at this time. And then I go to, baby, come here, baby. You're not going to get well like that. Now, here's how you get well. I'm going to tell you right now. Go in. Go balls to the fucking wall. Yes, I'm intense. It gets the job done. I'm going to sit here and meditate. I'm going to wake up every morning at 4:44 a.m., the number of pure unconditional love. And I will arise at 4:44 a.m. and I will chant for an entire hour, Brazil. And I will sit in the same spot every day to build the energy, build the energy, build the energy. And I will put myself in a cocoon of light, a column of light that goes all the way from heaven to heaven in the other direction, ain't no hell. And it expands throughout the whole universe. I will put myself in this column of light. First, I'm going to go see Dr. Joe Dispenza and actually learn how to breathe. That's the first thing I'm going to do. If I had something in my body temple, I would go straight to Dr. Joe Dispenza. I would pay $2,200, $5,000, whatever he asked for. Just put the money in the chute and go see Dr. Joe Dispenza wherever he is on the planet. He's in Colombia, he's in Portugal, he's in Alaska. It don't matter. I would go straight to Dr. Joe Dispenza first. Then, and I would sit in his week-long thing, actually learn how to breathe, learn how to heal your body with your own mind, learn how to breathe. And then you would come back. And I promise you, you go ham on your spiritual practices, stuff can't stay. So you take it, let's look at this energetically. Something in your body temple, like a cancer or a cyst or fibroids. I used to have fibroids in my womb. Fibroids can't hang out in my womb because I took my womb to a higher octave, a higher vibration. Here's what it looks like. You have some density. It's just congealed energy. That's all it is. Doctors give it, white coats give it all these names. Throw out them names. It's something, either the energy got blocked or the energy got congealed. Something happened with the energy. It's not free flowing energy. Feng Shui tells us that. Now, okay, the energy got blocked. What would be the solution for that? A pill? How's a pill going to be the family? How is a pill going to be the answer to an energy block? It's the answer to someone who wants to make about $1 billion off your ass taking something every 4 hours. I'm just telling you the truth. Don't shoot the messenger. You are perfect. You are whole. You can heal your body with your mind. You have God powers. Use them. You have infinite God powers. Use them. Now, I will go to Dr. Joe Dispenza. And as I was waiting to go to Dr. Joe Dispenza, whatever date was the next one, because some of them are sold out. You can't get into all of them, right? This is what I would do. And when you say can't do that, Cree Naturals, tell me the part you can't do. Tell me the part you can't do, okay? And so when you raise your vibration through chanting, Brazil, do it with me right now. Do it with me right now, family. This is experiential. Brazil, Brazil, Brazil. Do you feel it? By the third Brazil, you feel it. Brazil, 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 Brazil. We did this in they cause bleeding. What causes bleeding? Oh, take meds. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. I'm so happy. Meds don't cause bleeding. I know this is going to sound super crazy what I'm about to say. Meds don't cause breathing, and meds don't cause healing. Meds are neutral with no power whatsoever other than the power of your mind that you have imbued in that pill. It can't do anything. A pill can't do jack. This is the secret meaning of Christ saying, he used an extreme example that some dumbasses took and used it as an actual thing. They have snakes in their actual church. How many of them have died from snake bites? A lot of them. Christ said a snake would bite you and you will not, the venom wouldn't kill you. Why? Because your mind understands that nothing on the third dimension has any power greater than your divine mind. Nothing. A pill can't cause anything. A pill is an effect. And an effect is not cause. It has no power to do anything. It's like this. This is my remote control for air conditioning. What can this do? If I set it right here on the table, can it get up and go somewhere else? I don't want to turn on the air conditioner. This is an effect. We created it. This is not cause. Cause is in here. Cause, you are cause in the mind. Law number 1 of the 7 laws of the universe. The universe is mental. Another law is the law of cause and effect. Cause is on the inside, effect is on the outside. By the time you have a pill on the outside, you've created it. Like woman with issue of blood in Bible, her mind healed her. I'll tell you exactly what healed her. The only thing that can heal you is energy. Resonance. What happened in the story of the woman with the Bible? People think she touched the hem of Christ's garment. This is a metaphysical story. This is an energy story. She touched the hem of his garment and immediately she was healed. That's what the story says, yes? And he said, whoa, who touched me? Very interesting what Yeshua said. Who touched me? The apostle said, who touched you? Do you see all these people bum rushing you right now to get healing, to get this, to get that? Everybody touched you. He said, And he turned around and he landed this woman right here. Because she has snuck up, pressed through the crowd. That's why these stories give me life. Pressed through the crowd, trying to fight her own shame. This is a rabbi, a teacher. Do you know this man is holy? You can't touch this man, especially because you live in a culture that tells you when you're in your moon time, you're unclean. You can't touch this man. You're bleeding, you're unclean. You can't come in here. Do you understand the depth of what she had to press through to just, and she said, if I just touch the hem of his garment. What made her do that? Her mind. Stop fucking believe miracles and Jesus has something you didn't believe, you don't have. He didn't. Jesus ain't had nothing you don't have. But he was the son of God. They made that up 300 years after he died. They made that up. A bunch of she pressed, right? G-Wife too. Come on. Why do you think these stories be like, why do you think they have us rocking in the chair? You go into a black church, people going to be rocking in their chair. They're gonna be acting like something just troubled the waters because it did. It stirs you because you can relate to that woman because we have shame, we have secret shame, we have secret sufferings that no one knows we're suffering with. And this man is coming in. There's some hope that if I just press and if I get through the crowd, are they going to kill me? Are they going to get me? I'm unclean. I know the law. But I think if I just touch, I know that if I just touch him, I'm going to be healed. He said, we haven't found faith like this in all of Israel. Go in peace. Go in peace, sister. Energy. So she touched him. Here's exactly how it works. I'm going to tell you the secret to that right now. Resonance. This is all energy. This is all vibration. Resonant. And you'll know this when you sit down and eat some shrooms. People, I'm not telling you to take drugs. Do what works for you. I would not be a proponent of Schedule 1 drugs. I'm telling you where they're legal, go and take yourself there and eat some shrooms. And you'll see you'll see the universe. Now, how did this happen? All the frequencies you have access to. She believed. Yes, she believed. Yes, you have access to all the frequencies. You're an energy being. Reverend Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith says everyone's first language is energy. You stand at somebody next to somebody, you know their energy. You looking at yourself, you know your energy is off. Everyone's first language is energy. Before babies learn any words of Spanish, English, Italian, French, whatever words they're going to learn, they're just doing straight up energy. And their mother holds them, they're like, they're straight up energy. They don't have any words yet. And they communicate with you and they're completely energetic. Okay? Oh my God. Dr. MBB is amazing. Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, oh my God, he breaks this down for you. So, because our first language is energy, and because we have access to all the energies. Now, you learn this in mystery schools. Come into the mystery school, into initiation. Ascension is no more. We'll tell you that story later. Come into initiation. Because you have access to all the frequencies. You have access to the sadness frequency, the depression frequency. You have access to the anger frequencies. You have access to hatred frequencies. Everyone has access to all the frequencies. Joy frequencies, all of it. You have access to all frequencies. Now, some are down here, vibrating down here. Sadness, depression, and then it comes up higher. Anger, hatred, and then it comes up higher, nervousness. You saw the emotional guidance scale. We have to pull it up again, the emotional guidance scale, because the emotional guidance scale is a wonderful map to help us to understand energy. Emotional guidance scale. And on the emotional guidance scale, we can just look at it. You see what the low frequencies, low vibrations are. Okay? You see the low ones. So let's see one that's really clear. There's maps of energy right here. See the downward? And here's let's just click on this one. Okay, here we go. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. All the way down at the bottom, you got fear, grief, depression, despair, powerlessness. That's the lowest thing you can be. That's the lowest energetic frequencies. You have access to that. Just go down and you will be in it. We all know that because I think we all spent a little bit of time there. We were like, oh, no, this ain't working for me. Come up a little bit, insecurity, guilt, unworthiness. Come up a little bit, jealousy. Come up a little bit, hatred, revenge. Come up a little bit, anger. Come up a little bit, discouragement. Come up a little bit, blaming people. Come up a little bit more worry. Come up a little bit more doubt. You're not in anger anymore, but you kind of just doubt. Come up a little bit more disappointment. Okay. I just want this to be big. This is from Abraham Hicks. They've been teaching this forever. And I want you to get the book. And the book is at my website, valerielove.com. Click on my store, my link to Amazon, and you will see that this book is one of my recommendations in my Amazon store. Boredom. And then after doubt, okay, doubt, disappointment, overwhelmed. Come up higher. Don't sit in overwhelm and say, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. Okay, boo. Frustration, irritation, impatience, pessimism. Probably won't work. Boredom. A lot of people spend time in boredom. Why? Because their brain is getting too many dopamine hits, and those dopamine hits are when you get too many dopamine hits, the dopamine receptors get sensitized, desensitized, I guess you could say, and you need more and more dopamine to get the same thrill. So that's why drug addicts just keep going worse and worse and worse and worse. You can't keep an addiction in control. It not by its very nature, it gets worse and worse and worse. Boredom. A lot of people are bored. The dopamine is off. You need to do a fast from dopamine producing and dopamine, producing activities every Sunday. Do a dopamine fast. Contentment. Above contentment, above boredom is contentment. Contentment is like, not hell yeah. It's like, this is pretty good. I feel content. This is pretty good. Hopefulness. I hope. Yes, I'm hoping for something better. Optimism is above hopefulness. I know that there's something better. Or no. I jumped optimism. I jumped from hopefulness to positive expectation and belief. I know there's something better. Optimism is I can see that there could be something better than what I'm doing. Hopefulness is I sure hope something's better. Optimism is, oh yeah, I'm open to glass half full. Yeah. That sounds. It's much more open, expansive energy of optimism. I'm seeing the glass half full. Positive expectation and belief is no something good is happening for me right now and every moment. Can you see the shifts in vibration, the frequency? Just put this on your wall. I studied this thing for the longest so I could see where I was because I was all the way at the bottom in depression. I couldn't figure out why. Why do I just keep getting depressed? It's a habit. You just made it a habit to be sad. You mean I can make it a habit to be joyful? Yes. Without pills? Yes. Beyond, come up a little bit more from positive expectation and belief, you will get into enthusiasm, eagerness, and happiness. You're enthusiastic not for a particular reason. Do you see that when you get way up here, you are vibing high? Passion, you are fired. See this red on me today? You are fired. I put on 3 different lip things today just to get the right red. I was like, red. Put the first one on, not red enough. Put the next one on, red. Put another one on, I need a little more gloss red, right? Passion. That's what we had in sacred sexuality. That's what we root you into, the passion. And number 1, joy, appreciation, empowerment, freedom, and love. Baby, my tin hair on fire. Baby, joy, appreciation, empowerment, freedom, and love. Woo! Nothing can touch you if you stay at 1. See, stay right here at 1. I was going to try to highlight it. Stay at 1. Now, you may fall down to boredom and pessimism because I'm not in my spiritual practices. I don't feel like meditating. Okay, so let's talk about what takes you from here up to here because it's 22. What takes you from 22 up to 1? I want to go to 1. I want to live on 1. Hang out on 1. Joy, appreciation, empowerment, freedom, love. I want to be empowered. I want to feel freedom, liberation, sovereignty. See, Bitcoin lives at 1. Bitcoin lives at 1, 2, and 3, maybe 4. Bitcoin is way up there. Its vibration is so high. That's why a lot of people can't grasp it. Super high, super fast vibration. Now, joy, appreciation, empowered, or empowerment. You are empowered. You are the power in your life. You are the master of your life. You are the one empowered in your life. You are seated on your throne of divinity and sovereignty within yourself, and you act in a powerful manner. You do powerful things. You make power moves. Power. Rather than, that's what spiritual badassery is all about. Power, stepping into your power, owning your power. Okay. How do you go from 22 up to 1? Okay, you see, how do you go from 22 up to 1? Here's how you go from 22 to 1. Spiritual practices. You cannot think your way from 22 to 1. I see people saying, well, I'm just going to have good thoughts, good thoughts, good thoughts. I'm just going to think my way. I'm just going to be positive thinking. 5 minutes into that exercise and 20 fear thoughts later, especially if you're starting at the bottom and you're at 22 and you are depressed, 25 depression thoughts later, have you gotten up to 1 yet? Thinking is not going to get you there. The whole positive thinking, I'm just kidding, positive thinking, that's not going to get you there. I will tell you some things that will get you there ASAP, baby. ASAP, that will just zip, like an elevator, chanting 1 hour. I don't care what you chant. Chant Brazil, chant Om Shrim Brazil Namaha with Dr. Pillai. He was one of the best chants ever. Just look for Dr. Pillai. Om, O-M, Shreem, S-H-R-E-E-M, Brazil, B-R-Z-E-E, Namaha, N-A-M-A-H-A. I would chant that thing for hours on hours on hours. I just replay Om Shri Om Shri breeze. Wait a minute. Reset. Okay, reset. Here we go. Let's do it together now. Om Shreem Brazil Namaha. That's the chant. Om Shreem Brazil Namaha. Om Shreem Brazil Namaha. Over and over and over and over again. Dr. Pillai will help you. Dr. Pillai has it right on YouTube. Om Shreem Brazil Namaha. Just put that in. It's millions of views. People use it all the time, all the time, all the time. Just repeat, play, chanting, shoot. Especially chanting sacred words that people have chanted over and over and over again. Names of God, Yahweh, El Elyon, Elohim, Jehovah Jireh. Not because you believe in that God. I don't believe in that God. The chants work. They're sacred sounds. El is a sacred sound. Don't attach a sacred sound to a God that's a nut. Now, chanting, shoot. I want to give you elevators, not climbing stairs. I got to climb. You don't have to climb from 22. We just went from 22 to 1. You don't have to climb from 22 and then to 21 and then to 20, 19, 18. I'm going to get to 1 in about 20 years. Don't do that. Just jump from 22 up to 1. Why? Because you have all these frequencies. You have access to all these frequencies. So some are down here and some are up here. How do you go up? Just raise your frequency, raise your vibration, as we're talking about. It's not actually that you're raising something. We put it in terms that we can understand it in the 3D. Breathing gets you there. Breathe with me right now. Breathing gets you there. That's why in spiritual badassery, in the 10 steps to ascend any dark night of the soul, any crisis, get out of any problem. I got the 10 steps right in here from Spirit. I didn't do them. I didn't make up the 10 steps. I recorded them. I lived by them and they worked. And so I did it. Step 1 is pause. Step 2 is breathe. Step 3 is go within. So we take the first 3 steps and we call it a PBG. You need a PBG? I need a PBG. I need a PBG. You need a PBG. Let's have a PBG. Pause, breathe, go within. Pause. I use PBG all throughout the day. Pause, breathe. Set point, God. Source. I'm not talking God up in the sky, man with the long white hair, long white robes, whatever. God. Look in the mirror, that's God. Yes, I'm a heretic. There's God. Look in the mirror. There's God. You're gazing into the eyes of God in the mirror. There's God. It's not praying to something. Now, you're going to say these sacred sounds. You're going to breathe. Take 10 deep breaths. We start every morning with breathing. When I complete my yoga on my yoga mat, well, it's not my yoga. When I give myself to my yoga practice each morning, and when I complete my yoga practice, I do what's called the fire breath. Let's do it now. You're just going to take your belly button and you're going to snap it back, spine straight. Don't try this laying down. Sit straight, spine straight, shoulders back and down. Remember, your shoulders and your ears are not neighbors. I have to keep telling that to myself because I have shoulder creep and, like this, down. Stretch out that neck, stretch it out. Shoulders down. You already feel stretching your neck because we're just hunching up and hunching up and hunching up. Down. Then close your eyes, center yourself, 10 deep breaths. And now here is the fire breath. You're going to snap your belly button back to your spine forcefully and force out the air while your mouth is in a let's do it. You're using your belly button muscles to do like this. You're using your belly muscles like a bellows. Next thing you know, you're going to feel some fire in your belly. That's why we call it the fire breath. You're also going to feel fire in the groin. You're also going to feel fire in the clitoris and the yoni or the lingam, whatever your deal is. And that's good for you. You're lighting up those lower chakras and you're lighting up all that whole energy field and you're expelling the breath. And why do we do the fire breath? We do the fire breath because fire breath is cleansing. Not Paramahansa Yogananda, Bikram, whom a lot of people don't like now, for his escapades with women. Anyway, Bikram, he still had wisdom. It doesn't take away his wisdom. Whatever him and the women were doing is not my business. I wasn't there. I only know of the wisdom of Bikram. That's the only thing I know about. Well, that I use in my life. And he gave me a great gift. He gave me my yoga practice in a way that helped me understand why I was doing these 26 asanas, 26 plus 2. The 2 is the breathing exercise we do at the beginning and the breathing exercise we do at the end. So it's 26 plus 2. And if you've been on retreats with us, you might have done some of them. In Sedona, we'll do them, and we'll do them in Mexico. So anyway, why do we do the fire breath at the end? Bikram taught that if you do yoga or any exercise movement of your body and you do not expel the air out of your lungs forcefully, cleanse your lungs, it's like you went to take a shit without wiping your butt. And when he said that, I was like, ew. See, because teachers like to say things shocking so you can get the point. And what does that mean? It means that as you're doing all this stuff, the toxins are building up in the lungs. Your out breath expels 70 to 80% of the toxins in your body. People think most of the toxins come out of your body through poop. That is not so. And pee, that is not so. Your pee is just pretty much, acid. They use it in hoodoo. You catch your pee and you use it. People, if you're really, really in a bad way and you're somewhere, you've heard of people drinking their pee. It happens. Now, hope it never happens to anyone here. Now, because your body is getting rid of toxins, it's getting rid of toxins for clearer skin, for happier cleanse you. Because our life is just super toxic. Everything around us is super toxic. Everything is emanating. You buy stuff from Amazon, it's just oozing chemicals from the factory. Everything is just oozing stuff. Your carpet is oozing stuff into the air. I mean, you're just taking in a whole bunch of stuff. So you just want to clear yourself. So the reason that we do that fire breath is to expel all of the toxins forcefully out of the lungs, and you're cleaning the lungs and you're expelling it. And the trees say, hey, I'll get that. They catch it and they transmute it and they send back to us more oxygen. It's a big give and receive. And if you do not expel, then your lungs are all gunky and you have to, and then, other things could happen. We don't want other things to happen. Force that air out of your lungs, force the toxins out. So we've established that chanting will take you from 22 all the way to 1. We've established that breathing will take you from 22 all the way to 1. Yoga will take you from 22 to 1. Swimming can take you to 22 to 1. Walking in nature can take you from 22 to 1. Mushrooms can take you from 22 to 1. Standing on the top of the mountain and feeling the breeze, sitting on Bell Rock in Sedona can take you from 22 to 1. We have means. Ayahuasca can take you from 22 to 1. Peyote, different things could take you from 22 to 1. Dancing, singing, speaking, loving, sex. Oh, baby, 22 to 1 like that. Baby, nobody's not in bliss when they're having an orgasm. When they're having an orgasm, you're off the charts in universal consciousness. When you're having an orgasm, you don't know where you are. You're through the whole universe. You're in the multiverse. You're the whole universe. And you know you're the whole universe when you're having an orgasm. No one's depressed in an orgasm, which means, well, how can I be depressed one moment? Then I start getting ooh, and we ooh, ooh, ooh. Then I have an orgasm and I'm in this wah, wah. And then, next day I go back to being depressed again. How is that happening? How come I can't stay? Hey, God, that land I went to when I was having an orgasm? Yeah, that's heaven. How come I can't live there? You can. Come on up, my daughter. Oh, that's what you've been trying to tell me, God. Now, here's what the Kabbalists will tell you. This is going to help you. This is going to help you. This is going to help you. This helped me. I'm sharing with you everything that helped me, and you see if it works for you. Now, one thing may not work for you, right? Look at my bangs. My wig is all wild and crazy because I'm wild and crazy. Okay, now, one thing may not work for you like the others. Do them all. For some people, swimming is the thing. They get in that water, they're just gone. For some people, sitting by a tree is the thing. For some people, sitting by the beach and just watching the ocean come and go is the thing. There are many things that Spirit gave you that will take you out of 22 to 1. Many things. Your job is to find them. I had to find all my things that could pop me from 22 to 1, baby, and keep me at 1, vibing at 1. I had to find those. That's what you do as a spiritual practitioner, yes? As a spiritual practitioner, you're here to become an energy master. Now, let's go back to Christ, and then we're going to go into our lesson. So Christ and the woman, she just went from 22 to 1. Why? Because he was already at 1 and beyond. He's up here vibrating love, divine consciousness. Love is divine consciousness. He's vibrating divine consciousness. Nothing can get into his body temple. He's vibrating so much divine consciousness that he doesn't even speak. People just touch him and they're just like, zzz. Why? Because he has something you don't have? No, because you have divine consciousness. He has divine consciousness. Both of you are energy beings. The strongest vibration wins. I'm going to say that again. The strongest vibration wins. The strongest vibration wins. This is an energy experience. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. It says it right in the word. It gave you all. We are doing battle in heavenly places. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. A pill can't heal you. It says it right there in the word. Are we reading it? We in church, yes. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You know how many Christians I heard saying that? And you know how many Christians I heard still thinking weapons of being formed against them? If no weapon formed against me shall prosper, why would I even concern myself with any of the weapons? They won't prosper. They won't have effect on me. Why? Because I dwell in the secret place of the Most High, safe under the shadow of the Almighty. I'm under the pinions of God. You can't get me. Nobody can get you except your own mind. So, strongest vibration wins. We'll prove it to you. Ho'oponopono does it for me too. I love you. Please forgive me. And you want to just have these on tap. You got to have them on tap because you'll just be in your car vibing with some Michael Jackson on the radio or some Prince. I want to be your lover. And here go your kids throwing stuff in the back seat. Oh my grandkids. I couldn't keep them in their seatbelts of three of them. And when it was three of them, and when they go ham, they just go ham, and you can't catch all three at the same time. Get over here. Stop it. Yeah. Sit down. Sit down. But baby, them three, oh, you all, I want to be your lover. And here go the kids. Stop it. No, stop it. No, you can. No. And next thing you know, it is a full-on 3-person civil war has broke out in the back of the car. Lourdes, God bless you. I'm so happy you're here. And I was all in, I want to be your lover. I want to turn you out, take you out, take shot. Lover. You know, they were looking out the window. I had them playing some games. Hey, find a license plate. And while they were all happy, I'm happy. Somebody got not happy in the back seat with them 3 munchkins. And it was on. And I'd be like, listen, I'm going to pull this car over. Okay, Val, you just went from 1 to about 17. You just went straight down. Why? Because we have access to all the vibrations. You're an infinite energy being. You have access to every vibration in the universe. Where are you going to kind of hang out? People have places where they kind of hang out vibrationally. Change it. Go up to 1. Now, so it's nice to say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm good. I'm good. Do it. We want to see you do it. Okay? I'm going to follow through and get you receipts of manifestation. Come on, Cree Natural. That's what I'm talking about. And Cree Naturals, I love that you asked the question because this brought forth something for all of us. This brought forth wisdom all of us require in this moment for our spiritual walk. So you have access to all the vibrations. And here is how you feel energy jumping inside. I know that's right. I know that's right. Here's how. So you can take yourself to any vibration. And this is how you can tell you take yourself to any vibration. You're in the car riding to the football game. Yeah, you and your boo is talking. Yeah. This is going to be such a good game. We're going to be tailgating. We got the drinks. We got the side of ribs or whatever people eat, you know, or the eggplant. And you're going to put it on the corn on the cob. You're going to put it on the grill. And you're going to be with all your friends. And you're just vibing. You vibe it, right? No, even better than football. Soccer. Soccer is even better. Because we just had the World Cup. And I was in Mexico, and I'm telling you, when they had when that Mexican dude was blocking everything, the memes in Mexico were hilarious. But anyway, soccer, because people get real. They go in with soccer. And so you're riding it. Do you understand? You're in a very great energy when you're riding too. Just check your energy. I just got a habit of scanning myself. Where am I now? And becoming acutely aware of the now moment and where my energy is and what my body is doing and what my mind is doing, what my heart is doing, what my breath is doing. And so you're in one vibration, riding to the game. Now, after the tailgate is over, I don't know how people do tailgating. My daughter's in college, so I'm learning about all this stuff because we never were allowed to do any of that. Grew up in a cult. I don't know anything about it. So I'm learning through my daughter's college experience. I'm on her campus. I'm walking around. I'm doing all the things that I wanted to do. You know, they didn't let us do any of that anyway. And it wasn't for me to do, because if it was for me to do, I would have done it. So I can't blame it on anybody else. Now, you're in one vibration when you're in the car going to the game. You're in another vibration when you're doing the, you know, passing out the ribs or the eggplant or whatever as you're in the tailgate. You are in a whole other vibration when you are inside the soccer stadium. Everybody is going crazy. The score is 0-0 for an hour. No one can get a goal. Then all of a sudden, your team he did like this, bam, and the ball went into the goal, and the other dude tried to stop it, and it went in anyway, and you just go wild. Do you see the difference in vibrations? Do you see the difference? You want to become an energy master. That's why this wig can't hardly have stay on my head. Anyway, you want to be you want to become an energy master. That you of other people? No. For what? You get to do this for yourself, with yourself, within yourself, and you notice that you expand your energy and it's contagious. Why is it contagious? Is it because someone else is catching your energy? No. Empaths? No. Here's how it works. Scientifically. Here's how it works scientifically. Empaths. Please, empaths, listen to me, because all these empaths talk about, because I can just feel everyone's energy. So shut up. You're a dumbass. Sit down. You don't know nothing about energy. I said it. Because I'm an empath. No, you want to use that as an excuse not to be a master of yourself and be sovereign. It's okay if you want to be a victim to everybody else's. Oh, I just walk in, I just feel everybody's energy. And somehow they think that makes them feel, I don't know, they get some kind of secret satisfaction out of being the weakest link. How is that helping you? Here is the deal with the empaths. As with everyone, everyone's empathic to some level. Some people are more empathic than others. So I'm not saying empath is not a gift. Empath is a gift. But God didn't make you subject to other people. God did not make you subject to other people. That's not possible. It's not. You're not a victim to other people's feelings. You got to think through your whole empathic line of reasoning. That would mean that if somebody's next to me and they're sad, I have to be sad. Why would God make me like that? God didn't make you like that. Here's what's happening. Scientifically, a person is in a vibration. They're somewhere between 22 and 1. Let's say they're at 22. Sadness, depression, powerlessness. They're all the way down at 22. You're new at holding 1. You can't hold 1 really strong because 22 is pretty familiar to you because you've been pretty darn depressed and pretty darn sad in your life, like me. That was more my tendency. My tendency wasn't toward anger. They say depression is anger turned inward. So my tendency was more to depression and sadness. We all know what our energetic tendencies are. Some are anger, hatred, fighting. Some are withdrawal. I'm just not speaking to you. No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Don't talk to me. Eesh, you're not fine, but okay. Anyway, you are not able to hold yet your 1 strong enough for the both of them. Because you have access to 1, you also have access to 22. They're strong at 22, baby. They got sadness on lock. Oh, they're so strong at 22. I'm a champion depression person. I'm a champion in sadness. So they're emanating that vibration really strong. Like me, I was just all sloth. Laying in the bed. Like just about the whole vibration. I wasn't accessing any other vibrations. At every moment, you can access another vibration. At every second, you are free to choose. At every second. Right now, you can access any vibration you desire. That's why you're God. Do you understand what you are? You can access any vibration. Okay. So you're standing next to a person who is champion, or here's another example. You are standing, you come into a room and people just had a fight. And you come in and you know the air is so thick, as we say, you could cut it with a knife. Whoa, what just happened? And then people sitting there like this. They're stewing. And you just walked into a whole wall of anger. You walked into a wall of anger. Now, either one of two things will happen. You're so susceptible to the anger vibration because you as a master have not chosen the vibration you desire to stand on and are able to hold that vibration as your chosen vibration, no matter what vibration other people are choosing. You just don't know how to do that yet. And that's okay. Learn. That's what we're all learning to do. It's okay. I'm not a master of this. I could get my three grandkids together. They start running circles around me. I'll be like, come here. Let me be in the joy and love vibration frequency. Every so often, I'm like, look, y'all, you know, and it's so fun. Those little people are so fun. I love those little people so much, right? Now, you are able, you are encouraged, you are inspired, you are taught, you are drawn to actually go to the highest vibration you can access at every moment. I just did this work with Abraham Hicks. I just stayed with him over and over and over. I was just listening to them over and over and over, probably for a couple of years. Asking it is given. And I would just do all the exercises and I would be in the bank and I would just be doing the exercise, doing the exercise, doing the exercise. They would say, do segment intending. And I would do segment intending, segment intending, segment intending, segment intending, thousands of times segment intending. I intended thousands of segments. And then they would say, do this exercise, do that exercise. The book is full of exercises. Ask and it is given. Do the exercises. It's called do the work. What is the work? To master yourself on all levels, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, to be God, to be supernatural. That is the job. So let's go back to Christ. Now, before we go back to Christ, let's look at where you can find evidence. I don't want you to believe what I'm saying. I want you to go get receipts. How do you get receipts? You try it, you use it, you do it, and then you have the receipts because you have the results. You can't lose with the stuff we use. I'm working with the same stuff Dr. Joe Dispenza works with, Mama Ia works with, Reverend Dr. Yolanda Van Sant, God bless her, and all she touches. I'm working with the same thing Dr. Joe Dispenza is working with. I'm working with the same thing Ernest Holmes is working with. I'm working with the same thing Wallace Wallace, all the great metaphysicians. I'm working with the same thing all the great metaphysicians work with. Power of divine mind. We're all working with the same power. It's the power of divine mind. And there's nothing divine mind cannot do. Or like the Course says, there's nothing your holiness cannot do. Understanding that you are divine mind, divinity. Divine mind can do it. I can't do it. The lower personality, the Valerie, can't do it. Divine mind can do it. Now let's go to proof that this works. Tuning fork, ding. One tuning fork, you ding one tuning fork. The tuning fork on the other side of the room begins to ding. Why? Energy, frequency. Nothing touched the second tuning fork. Humans are big tuning forks. So one tuning fork is at meltdown, and another tuning fork is at love. Ding. And the beauty about the love vibration is because everybody has a love vibration, if your love vibration is stronger than other people's weakness vibration, sickness vibration, confusion vibration, anger vibration, sadness vibration, doubt vibration, frustration vibration, your love vibration, because you practice it all day, all day, all day. You just stay on the love vibration. Your love vibration is so strong, you invite them into the energetic frequency of love. And they can either go or not. If they go, they just came up because they want to go. If they don't want to go, they bounce off because they are not an energetic match. Now that's the law. That's how frequency works. That's science. That's physics. That empath shit, oh, because I'm just feeling, I could just feel so much sadness in the room. Bitch, you sad. Shut up and sit down and deal with your sadness. Because if you could feel sadness in the room, how come you didn't take the whole room to one? Why don't you take the whole room to love then? If you felt sadness, I was just overcome by the sadness. Boo, that's you. It's always you. And not in a blaming way, in a self awareness way. Okay, I am the ultimate power in my life, and God did not make me victim to other people's feelings. It's not how empath works. Okay? It's not how empath works, but people will use that as an excuse, and people will use it as an excuse not to be great. People will use it as an excuse to complain. People will use it as an excuse to not be a master of self and their entire world. Do you understand that if you are vibrating the frequencies of love, and love is in everything you do, and you're vibrating the frequency of love so strong, the best you can, every so often we'll be like, oh, I mean, that happens. What's your set point? Just bring it back to love. And your tools that are just PBG, okay, get me back to the one. It's not saying you're going to be so perfect. You're going to hold it all the time. Fuck that. Who cares? We don't need perfection. You might slap all around. You might be in the waves. Ooh, wee. My 3 grandkids got me running in 3 different directions. Okay, I'm feeling frustration. Okay, all right. Whew. Maybe I stay in frustration for a minute because I'm trying to run in the park. And then all of a sudden we fall down on the ground and we start cracking up laughing, all of us. And they're like, G Mommy, you were laughing. Because they call me G Mommy. It's so much joy with them. And then we just fall out laughing. Okay, we're back to the joy, freedom, love, right? And you can actually run after your kids and tickle. Tickle straight takes you straight into one. Tickling takes you straight into one. So grab them, tickle them. They're laughing hysterically. You're laughing hysterically. Everybody's on one. You're on one again. Okay. Hello, chief wife, too. God did not make me that way. That's right. God didn't make you victim to other people's feelings. So while empath is a great gift that you can attune, you can intuit where people are energetically. That's a powerful gift. Not that you have to feel it and be sucked into wherever they are. Well, that's a weakness. You need to get into some spiritual badassery. I'm not going to be sucked into where everybody's vibration is. I work with too many people. I walk into a retreat, it could be 10, 20 people there. Am I going to be sucked into every person's vibration? Everybody's at a different place. It doesn't matter where people are. Where are you? Where are you standing? What are you holding? And what are you emanating? And are you holding that love vibration so strong that anything that comes into its sphere just goes into the love vibration or it bounces off? They have the choice. They don't have to go into the love vibration. Some people don't want to be in the love vibration. They're learning something from being depressed. I was. Okay. Lynn, that's so cute. A Christmas gift, a Chatty Cathy, Kaisi Valerie Love doll for Christmas. Wardrobe and accessories included. I love talking doll. I think I need to make a chanting doll. I think I need to make chanting dolls. They just chant with you. Chant. Come on, let's chant. And you can program it to come on at 5 a.m. and it'll wake you up. Come on, let's chant. It's like a little Kaisi or something, or a little Ganesha, or a little Saraswati, or it's an Oshun. Come by the water. Let's chant. And then you go with Oshun or something like that. That would be amazing, Lynn. Now, let's finalize this. Then go into our lesson 350. Breathe. Be a champion breather. Be a champion breather. Breathe. Yeah. Clear all this stuff out. When you need the fire breath, go to the fire breath. When you need other breaths, go to those other breaths. Most of the time, a deep breath will do you. Just a deep breath. Breathe. I'll tell you another thing that'll take you from 22 to 1, tapping. Tapping will take you from 22 to 1. Do a round of tapping, straight up. So I have multiple things for my crazy mind, depending upon what's going on with my crazy mind that's trying to take me down to 22, for me to be at 1. I have many answers. I'm not saying I don't ever want to be down at 22, even though I did say that to myself. And I'm not afraid of 22 anymore. I'm not afraid of depression. I don't want to be depressed. That's resistance. You're going to be depressed then. You would have to be depressed until you stop I don't mind falling all the way down to 22 and be like, oh, this feels like depression. I know what that energy feels like. It's an energy, it's not you. Oh, I know what that energy is about. Oh, let me dissipate that energy with some chanting. I'm leaning in and I'm loving the energy. Love is everything. Love is a great transmuter. I'm loving the energy. I'm not like, no, 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 I don't want to do that. That's a powerful chant too, because that's the sound of Earth Mother on her axis. On her axis. Moves your whole body. 350. 350. Take that, non-committal in my brain. Take that. Wishy-washy, flippy, floppy energies in my consciousness that I had to work out. Take that. 350. By the grace of God. Miracles mirror God's eternal love. Woo! If you want a mirror of eternal love, we have learned that miracles are an expression of love. We have learned that miracles are a correction. We have learned that miracles shift perception. We have learned that miracles are the home of truth. We have learned that we open to miracles when we forgive. Now we are learning that miracles are a mirror of what? Mirroring towards God's eternal love. To offer them is to remember Him. This morning we had miracles. We shared miracles with each other this morning. Expressions of love. To offer them is to remember Him, and through His memory to save the world. Ooh, you saving the world through what? You remembering who you are. Here is our lesson, our prayer. What we forgive becomes a part of us as we perceive ourselves. The Son of God incorporates all things within Himself as you created Him. Your memory depends on His forgiveness. For me to remember who I am, I would have to forgive. That means I would have to drop the story of who I think I am, beaten, cheated on, left, abandoned, lied to, undesirable, unloved. I would have to drop all the things I think about myself. That is forgiveness. I would have to drop all my littleness thinking about myself. That is forgiveness. It has nothing to do with another person. So for me to have the memory of my God self, I think I would have to forget thinking that the human self is in charge. I think I would have to forget, if I want to be my God self, I would have to forget the idea that the body is me. I am not a body. What He is unaffected by His thoughts. What you are is unaffected by what you think. What you are is the divine expression of a divine source. You are divinity, period. It cannot be changed by what you think. But what He looks upon is their direct result. Now, it can't change what you are, yet what you're looking at is your thoughts. You are only ever looking at your thoughts. Remember lesson 338, I am only affected by my thoughts. Remember the earlier lessons before 338 that led up to 338. 338 is a game changer. And the lessons that led up to 338 said that I don't see things as they are. What I see, my perception, not what's there, what I see reflects what I want to be true. What I made up in my mind, I want to be true about these people or that people or myself or this people or this, that, or my kids or my grandkids or my parents or this person abused me, this person. What I see, my perception, this makes us take ownership, possession, and responsibility for my seeing, my perception. That what I see is what I made up in my mind I want to see, because for me, I've ascribed some value to it. I want to see it because it's valuable to me. And that I make up in my mind first what I want to see based on what I want to be true, because that's valuable to me. And then I look upon it, and that's all I'm seeing is my thought. And then the Course said, and this is the only thing that I respond to. I'm in a house of mirrors. I'm only responding to my own thoughts. I'm not responding to the world. I can't see what's there. There is no world there. It is only my thoughts. That's all that's there. That's all that's ever going to be there. My thoughts. It looks like flowers on my desk. No, it's not. These are my thoughts. That's what the Course has you do in the beginning lessons. Look out the window, look at the light, just look around at everything. These are your thoughts. Okay, I gave this Buddha meaning, I gave this screen meaning. Okay, I gave this Nefertiti meaning. No, Nefertari and Isis, this book, Christian Witch, Buddha. These are all my thoughts pressed outward. And that is the only thing I'm responding to. I'm only responding to my thoughts. That would mean all of us are caught up in a thoughtmosphere. So though you cannot be changed by your thoughts, your divine nature cannot change. Nothing can change your divine nature. It's like a fox saying, I feel like I'm a sheep. I want to be a sheep. I'm going to meditate on sheeps. I'm going to hang out with the sheeps. And every time you go to hang out with the sheeps run. They're like, you're a fox. You're trying to get us. And the fox is sitting in the sheep pen, and all the sheep are out with the shepherd. And the shepherd was like, get out of here. You're a fox. And the fox is sitting there like, oh, I feel so abandoned because the sheep left me. Now, fox, we're just going to use fox in this instance as your divine nature. And we're going to use sheep in this instance as your lower human self. And you keep getting these experiences in life that you're not a sheep. Because the universe is wanting to wake you up to you're a fox. Now, if you are a fox, how much meditating can you do to turn yourself into a sheep? There's no meditation that will turn you into a sheep. How much wishing going by the river? Wishing. Fox is sitting by the river because, fox is always clever and crafty, right? Fox is crafty. So fox is sitting by the river. I'm just going to think my way into being a sheep. And if fox goes looking at his reflection in the water, because fox knows he can look at himself, and he looks at himself, he's still a fox. Oh, I'm still a fox. That fox will sit there until the day that fox dies. That fox will never even be anything other than a fox. You are a divine being. You cannot be anything other than a divine being. You cannot be anything other than spirit. I am spirit. You're spirit. No thought can change that you are spirit. Nothing you do can change that you are spirit. Nothing you think, feel, believe can change that you are spirit. You are spirit. It's never going to change. It never is. That's just the truth of your being. Now, you are completely unaffected by your thoughts, your identity, yet. But what he looks upon is their direct result. Everything you look upon is the direct result of your thoughts. It's not changing who you are. It is becoming a result in your life. Though it's not changing your essential nature, it's not touching your essential nature, it's creating your life. Therefore, my Father, I would turn to you. I would turn to Source, God, Spirit, the All, the One. Only your memory will set me free. Only the memory that God kept safe in my mind will set me free. And only my forgiveness teaches me to let your memory return to me and give it to the world in thankfulness. Let the memory of who you really are return to you. I am spirit. You're masquerading as a Black woman. You're masquerading as a Black man. You're masquerading as a Chinese child. You're masquerading as a Native American, of this, of that, of the other, a tall, a short, an older, a senior. You're masquerading. That's what you have on at this ball, the masquerade ball. It's a mask. And when you strip off the mask, pure energy, spirit, infinite energy, infinite source energy. Meditation teaches us this. Shrooms teaches us this. Plant medicine teaches us this. We get reminders of who we really are because the memory is still in our divine mind of who we truly are. The memory is still there. And the memory keeps speaking to us. And the more we feed the memory, the louder the memory gets. But then the memory says, forgive. Forgive what? the experience you had with your mother when she was drinking and you were feeling neglected. I'm not forgiving my mother. That was horrible. She shouldn't have been drinking with me. I feel terrible. And then we're out of our God self, thinking we can be out of our God self. And Spirit didn't say, forgive your mother. You can't forgive your mother. Spirit is asking you, can you drop the story you made up about what you think happened as a result of your mother being a drug addict? You think you're not God. You were God before it happened. You were God while it was happening, and you're God now after it happened. You want to remember you're God, and you want to forget you're something other than God. Here's our thought for today. That's our prayer. Here's our thought for today. And as we gather miracles from Him, we will indeed be grateful. Oh, so grateful. Oh, so grateful. Appreciation. Did you see that appreciation is up there? 1 and 2, appreciation, joy, love, freedom, appreciation, passion. For as we remember Him, His Son will be restored to us in the reality of love. As we remember who we are, you see, we reconcile to all things. We're then in the oneness. That's why when you do this work, people that knew you from way back in the day, woo, money in the water. Let's do it, baby. Money in the vortex. That's why when you do this work, continuously, the thoughtmosphere. Tammy, you using that one. Tammy, this was a deep conversation. Damn, I'm so happy you're here, Tammy. This was a deep energy conversation, including the Gospels. And Tammy is a church girl, baby. That's one of the things I love about Tammy. Like, Tammy is the real deal. Oh my God, I love you so much, Tammy. So we get to remember, family. Forgiveness is not, I forgive you, I forgive them, even though I really believe they should have never done that to me, victim. That's not forgiveness. Forgiveness is, I will drop the story. There's something about my essential nature changed because someone did this or that or the other. Everyone gets to choose their actions. I get to choose my responses. And I no longer subscribe to being a victim. I no longer subscribe to being a cancer survivor, a rape survivor. I no longer subscribe to be my body avatar moved through experiences that never touch my true essential self, my spirit self, my spirit man, spirit woman. They do talk about that in church, family. And I am forever an effect in the mind of God. I am a holy thought that never left its source, God. I live in God. You're an infinite energy being. You are spirit. I am spirit. Nothing can change that. So why would you have to forgive in order to remember who you are? We have to forgive. It's not a choice. The Course puts it to us, it's not a choice. And the Course defines forgiveness. The Course defines all these things so that we know what we're talking about, because we bring baggage, especially Christian baggage or religious baggage, to the Course. And then we think that when the Course says something, it means what they told us it meant in church. No, you need new definitions. That's why the Course, every 10 lessons now, we're getting new definitions. What is Christ? Christ is you the way God created you. I thought Christ was a man that came here 2,000 years ago, and he was born in a manger and a mama, and they couldn't find no place, and his daddy is God, and then Joseph, and then the baby, and then the 3 wise men, and then come on now, and then Christmas. That's Christ. That's Jesus Christ, and then only that name. Well, that's what you were taught Christ is. Christ is you as you were created. Do you see why we have to keep reading the Course over and over and over again? Every January 1st, we pick up the Course and start fresh all over again. What is a miracle? Well, a miracle is when, the man Moses came out the womb, knocked in with the big staff, and then the Red Sea, and then we walked through, and then the Egyptians come, and that's a miracle. No. You see why the Course just... That's why we need it over and over and over. That's why there's 361 lessons, so you can do it every year. And the last lesson, we do it 5 times, as you know. Baby, what they told you? What is forgiveness? Well, forgiveness, this is what they told us. If somebody do something to you, They need to apologize, and then you need to forgive them. First, they apologize. If they don't apologize, you don't have to forgive them. And then when you forgive them, you gave them something, and now they have to come up to your level because you're really better than them. Now, in the course, what is forgiveness? In the course, forgiveness is drop your bullshit story that you're less than because of some experience your body avatar had on the third dimension. That's forgiveness in the course. Now, forgiveness in your church, forgiveness in your family, that's not what we're talking about here. So you can leave that there. That's why the course gives us definitions. What is forgiveness? What is the Holy Spirit? What is Christ? What is a miracle? It literally has to reorient our mind to definitions because we don't even know what we're talking about. We say, A Course in Miracles. Oh, Moses can come back again and with the sword. I mean, with the staff. Oh, you mean somebody's going to walk on water? But only he can walk on water. I can't walk on water. It's a metaphor. You need to walk on water, the placid waters of your mind like water. You need to be walking above the placid. You need to walk on the waters of your mind. It's all mental. The whole thing, the whole Bible is metaphysical, allegorical, scientific. It's physics. It's astrology. It's numerology. It's quantum physics. It's all of that. The Bible is a big book of energy. And all the books, not just the 66, the Apocrypha, the Pseudepigrapha, all of them, all the holy books, the Gnostic Bible, all of them, they're all doing the same thing because they calibrate very high in energy. That's it for today. That's lesson 350 and a whole lot more because we're coming down to the home stretch and I want to give you everything I can give you every day. We're coming down to the home stretch. After today, only 15 more days to go. Get it. Get it. Tell yourself, I'm getting this now. I'm getting this now. I freaking love you. If you would love to gift, for all of you who give, for all the members on the channel, for all the super chats, for all the super thanks, you see a super thanks somewhere around this video. None of these videos are monetized. None of them. There will be no ads before our meditations. There will be no ads. You're about to go into a meditation. You hear somebody yelling at you. No ads. No ads in between something that's coming up. These are long form videos. There are no ads in between coming up that I could be right in the middle of some manifestation secret that spirit is speaking to you. And then all of a sudden an ad. Like, oh my God. There are no ads on any of these 365-day circles of light with spirit. No ads. So though there are no ads, it's not free. I want to impress upon your mind. A Course in Miracles is not free. Now, you don't have to pay money. It's not free. People work at A Course in Miracles. People have to pay for hosting on the website. Lawoftime.org is not free. You don't have to pay for it with money to use it, yet it's not free. Valerie Love TV is not free, yet you don't have to pay money to use it, okay? So keep that in mind. Whenever you see something you love, put some money in it. And for all of you who send super chats, WhatsApp, Bitcoin, because I freaking love Bitcoin. They use Strike. Use the Strike app below. For everyone who used the Strike app to send me Bitcoin. Strike is like the Cash App of Bitcoin. Strike is amazing. And Strike just went live in 3 African countries. Let me get the 3 African countries that Strike just went live. I think they just went live in Nigeria, Ghana. Let me get these countries right. Strike. I did a video about it here on my YouTube channel. I freaking love Strike. They had an announcement. And when I opened my app the other day, you can now send Bitcoin to people in Nigeria. I think the other one was Ghana. And there was another country. 3 countries in Africa they added to the Strike app. So while you receive this without having to pay for it, it's not free. It's not free. So never think that things are free because you don't have to pay money to have them or enjoy them. Always think, I was there giving my gifts to A Course in Miracles, giving my gifts to lawoftime.org. Pay it forward. Gift. Always do that. Always do that. Because in that, you recognize I received. And giving and receiving are one. Okay? Beautiful. You're not giving because Kaisi need money. Kaisi don't need money. Kaisi work for God. The universe, I work for Source. The universe gives me everything. And then some. The universe gives me more shit than I even need. I promise you, I live in an abundant overflow. Your giving is not for me. Your giving is for you. Just like my giving is not for A Course in Miracles, my giving is for me. Learn that. Give and receive is the same. And that's how you break a money story if you have a money story. If you don't have a money story, yay, then you are a philanthropist. You're just giving, giving, giving. You love giving. I love giving. I love it. I love it. Especially money. I love giving money. I love it because it means I have a lot of money and I can give money. I love it. I love it. Give and receive is the same thing. All right, love? Beautiful. Have a beautiful day. God bless you. God bless you. Mwah. Peace. Kaisi out.